Good morning, welcome back to a bit of bass fishing from Poole Harbour. It's currently about 5:05 in the morning. I'm going to be using a variety of top water lures. Obviously I'll show you a bit in a little bit. I'll wait till that light comes out. We're still in a bit of darkness, but it's looking good. I went to my first bay and it's just total weed again. I have got drone footage that I might add to this video just to show you what the weed situation is still like around Poole. There's a few mullet jumping about. The water's flat. I just grabbed the camera, but it's looking good. The top water lures are going to work absolutely perfect. Seagulls screaming away there, but I've seen a few mullet working, and if those mullet are working, so will those bass be. But look at that. This is why I like this time in the morning. This is absolutely perfect. So let's get into a bit of fishing. Let's see if we can pull a bass out of here this morning. First I'm going to be on this morning is a bit of a worn out pachinko. Let's go for the first cast. Get out there. Right, let's get working. I'm just in the process now of buying new cameras. Obviously the 12 and the 13 GoPros, you get that thing called hindsight. So it gives you like a 20-second or 30-second record before you press record. And that's what I want for bass fishing. I want to be able to capture that take. But the forecast isn't that good today. We are due storms, bit of thunder and lightning. And obviously people go, why'd you go out so early? You've got to fish that tide, simple as that. And it is spitting with a little bit of rain, but on the way down it's still 17 degrees. Let's go back in for another cast. But it's really nice, quiet in the morning, no one about. And with this water so flat, should be able to see the bow wave if a bass chases it. Yeah, it's just spitting with rain. I hope it doesn't rain. But what I'll be doing is I'll be walking up and down this bay looking for those bass, but the water I can see, obviously you won't see, the water's really clear. Don't know whether that make a difference or not. Right, let's get into a bit of fishing. Hopefully I can record a bass take this morning. I have brought a few batteries with me. And I'll bring you back in a little bit. Let's see if we can get... I've just had my first hit. I don't think you're going to see it in front of a big circle. I've literally just clicked the camera on. I stopped the lure, but he didn't come back. So what I'll do, I'll keep the camera rolling. Let's see if we can capture an actual hit. And hopefully the light's good enough and we can capture that. That was a beautiful hit straight off the top. Lure's back roughly in the right place where I had the hit. Let's see if we can capture that. Well, at least it shows a bass are biting. Come on, let's get one on. Obviously trying to get content for a video is hard, and bass fishing, there is no guarantee. Just put little pulls in the lure there. And I've came out before the run off this morning, so I think probably about an hour's time it'll start running off. like I say, but a big thank you to the members on my channel, the new subscribers and also the old ones. I do appreciate you watching what I love doing. And obviously subscribing is totally free. Yeah, I don't know where that bass has gone. That's 2 casts roughly in the same direction that bass was. Just put a pause in there. Yeah, I have found over the last week the bass have been a lot further out. They've not been so close to the shoreline. Let's go again. Come on, where are you? Here we go. First for Sean, he's way out. As soon as the lure hit the water, we're fish on. Look at that. Feels like a good fish as well. I could be, oh yeah, look at that water go. This could be a good fish or he could be foul hurt. Oh, he's coming in towards me now. I don't know whether he's swimming in towards me. That's a good start. Right, let's get him up. Let's get him on the grass for a minute. That is not a bad start for the morning. What a beautiful looking bass there. Right, let's get my stuff out. We'll get this unhooked and then we'll get him back. Well, luckily, he's not even hooked in the lip. It's literally caught him in the side of the mouth there. He really is a lively one. But there we go, 5:30. I've already missed one on the top. There's the second one, landed. Beautiful fish, give me a good fight, and then he come all the way back to the shore by himself. Probably a 42 if you're lucky, but that's a beautiful fish. Let's go and get him back. He's a fighter, that's for sure. What a start to the morning. Right, let's get this one back. Just be very careful on these rocks. They're not wet today, which is quite nice, but the water's crystal clear. I'll see if I can get down as far as I can get, and hopefully you can watch him swim away, which is my favourite part of catching bass. Let's get him in here. Look at that. Straight into the weed. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, look at him. He's burying himself right in there. He'll come up in a minute. He'll get himself. Oh, there he goes. He's just going to sit there. Let get his breath. This is absolutely beautiful. My favourite part of fishing. No damage. Lightly hooked. That is absolutely stunning. There he goes. First one out. Beautiful. Let's get some more. Well, the spits of rain have picked up a lot more now. The water's come alive with mullet, so that tide, I reckon, is just about to pick up to run out. And I said before, if those mullet are there, the bass are there, which I've just shown, that was a beautiful surface hit. And he was only hooked in the cheek. Let's get this one back out. But obviously when the water's flat, you can see everything you can see the bow wave of the fish coming up. Not always, sometimes they'll come up from underneath and whack it. But majority of the time you'll get a bow wave behind that lure. Just put a little bit of a pause in that. But I did fish Pennington and Seawall last week with a predator lure lot. Oh, there's a mullet to the left of the lure then. But I took on my camera gear and like a plump, I left my chest harness in a van and I just wasn't walking all that way back. It's quite a long walk. It was a cracking day, really hot. I had a couple of bass out right at the end. Yeah, there's mullet absolutely everywhere. I'm just waiting for Andy to turn up from the WhatsApp group. I think he's just turned up. Yeah, he just turned up. But there's mullet right in front of me there, you probably see that. So the water's come alive now, so the fish could be on the feed, we don't know. Let's see if we can get a couple more for this video. Well, pretty good start. And it's just switched off as quick as it switched on. One take, one landed. Andy's just behind me. I'm just going to fish a few meters apart and just keep going and going for an hour or two. Then off to Mackey's, get a nice coffee. I didn't bother a flask this morning, I wish I did. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to jump on here. I've took the radio mics out because I've got the media mod, so the sound should be okay. There's no wind today. We've had a few spots of rain. Thankfully the rain is holding off. But I had no follows at all. It's just literally switched off. But the mullet are everywhere. Well, we'll see if we can get into that back bay this morning. And for those that are new watching or subscribe to the channel, I'm on the Black Rock Bass Attack this morning. One of my favourite rods. I'm on the Penn Spin Fisher this morning. I've got a big wind knot in my other reel. I'm on 14-pound braid. Down to a fluorocarbon. But I fished last night and I had absolutely nothing, and I was out for about 4 or 5 hours. It was just dead. I do prefer the early mornings, especially when it's flat like this. You can see that lure working. But what a beautiful setting. Obviously you can see in the background those black clouds, and we are forecast thunder and lightning, and I don't particularly want to be out in it with a carbon fibre rod. There was a mullet just went to the right of me there, spooked as I come in. Been a very quiet morning, but what we did is we shot off to another bay to see if the weed cleared up, and the weed, nah, it was awful. I literally come back here, second cast, I got hit off the top and I missed it. Andy's fishing just down to my left. But we have got to run off soon, so it'd be nice if the fish start biting again when that tide starts running off. But what a beautiful morning out. The rain's held off enough at the moment. The water's still lovely and flat. It's a fair little ripples, but you can see the lure working quite nicely. Just gentle little twitches. Put a little bit of pulls in there. got a bit of a twist on that. Get the line out of there. But my bit of advice for newcomers, and this has been raised quite a bit within predator lures community, is when you start out, I wouldn't use braid. The amount of wind knots you get and the amount of money you're going to lose. Keep cutting that braid off to get those knots out if you can't get them out. So FDL's bit of advice today: if you're learning and you're just starting out, use nylon. Once you'll get used to nylon, go on a braid, but you will still get wind knots. They still will come. It's all part of it. So but that's my little tip for the day. But it'd be nice to get one more out for a morning sesh. But it's happy just to get that one, to be fair. But when you're sat there praying for one fish and you catch it, you want a second one. So I've got my glasses out. There is a bit of glare off the top. Now the morning's brightening up. Just get that little bit of weed off. That's the other one as well. If you've got weed on your leg, get it off. Simple as that. Keep your tools clean. But obviously I will be back beach fishing soon. Obviously with the sun as hot as it's been, our local beaches, you can't get anywhere near them, and I'm not even going to waste my time even trying. It's an absolute nightmare trying to get to a beach. Unless you go about 10, 11 o'clock at night, you might just get on a beach. Like I say, work traffic's picking up now. Got a little bit more weed. There's a little bit more floating weed now. Like I say, there's a little bit of a run up and then we've got a run off. Don't know how long we're staying. So hopefully you'll enjoy what's on the video, as it's all part of my fishing life. That's what it's about. It's my library of my own personal fishing that I'm sharing. Pure and simple. I look into my life. I've always fished. I started fishing probably from about 9, 10 years old. And I love it. Now I started bass fishing, I'm out even more now. A lot of people don't realise I do work. I work 5 days a week. Obviously I finish early on a Friday, which gives me the opportunity, if the weather's good, to get out fishing or beach fishing. And obviously YouTube is my time. And I normally fish 7 days a week bass fishing, or if it's a bit cooler, I'll go beach fishing and bass fishing at the same time. Right, I'll have a bit of a tea break, let the arms settle down, and then get back to it.
Up early every morning to the south coast I'm headed. Fish are calling my name. Got my rod, can't be tamed. After work, spare a few hours by the shore, feeling the power, catching dreams one by one before the setting sun. Fishing, endorsing life I love, casting lines to skies above, doing the best I can do. This is the life that's true. YouTube, sharing my tale. On the coast, wind in my sail. Tides come and they go, but this heart always knows. Reeling in the silver gleam, living out my coastal dream. Fish on a line, oh so fine, moments captured in time. Fishing, Dorset, life I love, casting lines to skies above, doing the best I can do. This is the life that's true. Casting lines to skies above, doing the best I can do. This is the life that's true. Life that's true. Life that's true.
Well, thanks very much for joining me for my morning session. It's not been too bad. I've had that one fish out, more than happy just to get that one. I've had about 3 or 4 takes off the top, which I've missed. Just one of those things, you don't always get them. So I appreciate you all for watching my vlog. Obviously it's about my fishing life. Like, comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed. It is totally free, I promise you it's free. Watch the previous video, it's an absolute banger. Every day's different, we all know it. The tide's just running out now and that weed's starting to float off. So there we go. Appreciate you all watching, guys. Take care. Laters.